Hey, very good evening. Thank you so much for
Good
taking
evening.
time for this review. Before I get started and shoot my question, I want you to go ahead and give me a basic introduction about yourself, about the course and the universities that you've received an admit from.
Okay, so I'm Saiarya and I am currently pursuing BTech in Electronics and Telecommunications. I had applied for engineering management in the US,
Right.
and I had applied to 7 of the courses. I have got an admit from 5 of them.
Great.
So, yeah. So amongst them are USC, Dartmouth, then Duke,
Right.
and Northeastern, Purdue.
Oh, all right.
So I didn't get an admit from Cornell. That's
Okay.
it.
But getting 5 admits, that too in US, in these universities that you have named, that is super great, and I'm extremely proud of you for that. And congratulations for getting an admit into these top-notch universities. Pretty sure it's a dream
Yeah.
for a lot of students out there to even manage to get to one, and you are over there getting 5
Yes.
admits in total. Crazy thing. So many
Yeah.
congratulations. And how did you
Thank
get
you.
to hear about MiM-Essay? How did you get to know about this consultancy firm, and why did you choose us?
Okay, so while searching for the engineering management courses, I had a thought back of my mind that I need to take a counseling because this is a niche course and
Right.
only about 50 students are selected for a particular batch. And
Absolutely.
therefore, I wanted my profile to be perfect. And so I came across this on YouTube because MiM-Essay had its videos viral around that time.
Right.
Then I started following it on Instagram and I contacted MIM, and that's how I came across this.
All right, that's a pretty good story. So my very first question would be, how exactly was your experience working with MiM-Essay?
Okay, so my experience, to be frank, was in the starting. I came along with MiM-Essay in my third year itself.
Right.
And in the beginning, I didn't have much to do. Therefore, I used to be behind my counselor, like, what should I do? What are the steps? Am I doing everything on the right time, etc.? But once the essays got started, it was really hectic because we had the calls, the video calls, discussions with the counselors, the corrections on the essays, and LORs, etc. And one difference that I noticed, especially working with MiM-Essay, was when I went to my professors to sign the LORs, etc. They were like, when we compare your LOR with the other people, other students, it is like you have written it so detailed that we get impressed that you have worked with so many teams and you have written each and every aspect of it.
It's being covered
in like perfect.
LOR.
Yeah, we covered everything. And that was the difference that I noticed. Other than that, whenever I had the doubts or etc., I even messaged sometimes at 12 a.m. and all on the group when I used to get confused, etc. So that is really a plus point, that you should trust your counselor and you should be able to do that.
Right. So you mentioned a lot of advantage having a counselor, your consultant by your side, who of course have been through one of those universities, who have done their masters in the respective field. They are better able to give you guidance on how you should be proceeding with your application. So my next question is, in respect to those consultants only, that how exactly did your consultant added value to your application?
So regarding my counselor, he was a MIM student. And as I was applying for the engineering management role, it is quite similar. Both the degrees are quite similar in the way of applying. So whenever I wrote the SOP, my rough SOP, since then he knew what the colleges were asking from me and what things I should highlight from my resume and go in detail about. So that was really a plus point, because when I was applying, my research is not that sufficient, or I don't know what the colleges want. But since they have went through that process earlier, they know in detail what the colleges are asking for. And that was really helpful, I think.
All right. So there were multiple process being involved, right, in your during your application. So
Yes.
From the very first call, that was the brainstorming call, to the end where we were helping you prepare for the interviews, a lot of things were involved in the middle on working on the essays, CRM, and etc. So if I give you this one option that out of all the services that were being offered to you at that point in time, if you have to choose just one, the one that you think you like the most, what would that be?
I think that'll be definitely the SOP editing part.
All right.
Where after each month, I had to get back to my counselor regarding the edits and do the necessary changes that he suggested.
Right.
And I think what happened there was I did all these activities, but he knew better how to put them forward.
Exactly.
So in what exact words or in what details I should mention and what details I shouldn't mention. So I think that would be definitely my favorite part, and the part I hated the most during that time. But now I think
it was all worth it. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, of course, you better know your story and you have a sequence, you have the bullet points, but you would need a professional help from that side to make you know and understand what are the pointers that needed to be highlighted out there, and what are the one that you scrap out, the most irrelevant ones. So that relational help is the most important one for you. So that's the most common answer I usually get whenever I ask people. So very well. So last question from my end. If you have to give an advice to the people, the students who are either studying or working professional, and they have in their mind they're planning to go ahead and study abroad, what advice would you like to give them? Like, should they go join MiM-Essay or what? Yeah, please do tell me.
I would definitely tell them start early, join MiM-Essay, because when you join MiM-Essay, you know what you have to do. You can shortlist the points, and they are there to help you at each and every step.
Makes sense.
And I think instead of being confused or asking other people or depending on their decisions, it's better that you take professional guidance
help.
because they have a real experience in that field itself. And when it comes to management, I think there is no other counselor or any other company that would help them better than MiM-Essay.
All right. Thank you very much. That was really nice, talking to you and getting to know about your experience. So once again, congratulations, 5 admits. Woohoo! I'm really happy for you. And
thank you.
Feel free to connect with us at any point in time. If you think that you might need additional help or assistance with anything, drop a text to your in-house counselor. We would really be more than happy to help you out. Please go ahead.
I was going to ask, I'm still confused which one to choose, which of the university to choose. So I was going to go back to my counselor and scratch his head to help me out to choose my university. But it was a great experience overall.
Very happy to hear that. All right, that's all from my end. Thank you so much once again, and all the very best for your future.
Yes.
And thank you for taking out time. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you.